Okay, guys, I've moved Karstark's adopted kid out to Rosberry, out of that little thing. The king of the Riverlands is dead. Edmund got his ass kicked, although he took with him quite a few troops. We're going to leave this guy in the fort here for now, just to stop any forces from getting to King's Landing. They had to go through me first. I was kind of 50-50 about sending Magnar to this. For future reference, we'll just call this guy Karstark, because what I've come up with, you can't see the Karstark family tree, but he is the adopted son of Harry and Karstark. So we're going to say that he's the adopted son of him, rather than just a Magnar. So fuck the Magnar name. We'll just say that he's adopted the Karstark name. Unfortunately, we won't give him any kids or any wife, because their kids' names will be Magnar, and we don't want that. That's why I usually never adopt anyone. I don't like generals that aren't actually related to the family that they've been put in, having kids and having more kids that aren't fucking Karstarks. That's why I don't fucking... Unless it's like marrying a princess to another family, that's fine. But if you just adopt someone, it's like, okay, he's not a Stark or a Karstark or whatever, he's just some guy from somewhere of no importance. I like to keep the bloodlines pure, if you will. Anyway, yeah, I was half tempted not to bring him here because Simpz has his fleet. I'm not quite sure how powerful it is, but it seems to be pretty battered. I'm hoping that he doesn't have the power to win in that little fight. But yeah, for now, we will focus on moving John Umber, and Karstark over to Castle Rock to retrain the troops.
Aye, my liege, an enemy to crush.
With its lagging for some fucking reason, I don't know. The game always fucking does this for me.
Aye, sire. Sire. March! March! Combining the armies, sire. Aye, lord. Aye, sire. Merging armies, sire.
Okay, we should be able to send these guys from Hornvale and everything down to join up with these armies.
Aye, sire. Aye. Aye. Joining
quite
our
fucking
forces.
easily. Might have to move the Great John up a bit though.
Aye, sire.
Aye, lord. Onward.
Come on, get over
Merging
there.
armies, sire. My king.
Command me.
These must proceed.
Aye, my
Alright, we're
liege.
gonna have to give Karstark some of these troops.
Aye. My king.
An enemy
We
to
can't give
crush.
Karstark some of these troops. Oh well. They'll be ready when he's ready. When we move them up, there should be enough. How many troops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. How many troops do we
Where's
need?
the
1,
fight?
2, 3, 4, 5, and
Aye, noble sire.
6, 7, 8. There you go. Perfect. That will fill up both of their stacks once we... sorry. That will fill up both of their stacks once we get to Golden Tooth and move into the Riverlands. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep these forces here because we're going to need them to take the Iron Islands. And I'm already recruiting a decent little tiny fleet to take me over. I don't want to spend too much upkeep on a fleet because we're not really going to need it. Now, goddammit, what is with this lag? Seriously. Now, once these troops in the north are complete in the next turn, we'll send them down to Moat Cailin, join up, and march on the Riverlands from the north. Meanwhile, hopefully the Arryns are dealing some serious damage over there as well. We just have to wait and see whether or not Robert Magnar, or Robert Karstark, whatever the hell you want to call him, can take Rosberry before Simpz decides to attack with his little fleet here. Hopefully, his troops aren't strong enough to declare victory. In theory, anyway. We're about to see. Next turn.
Hey guys, welcome back. So let's get straight right into it. Okay, first things first. We're being besieged at Rosby. Might as well just put these lot of troops in that fort for just, I don't know, some reason. So obviously Edmure Tully died in the last episode. So what? Howard Sellers? Oh, he's only 5. Shit. That's, yeah. So 70 turns roughly before he comes of age. So we currently have the Blackfish at Dragonstone. Now pretty much we're losing this war very heavily, and it looks like we're about to lose the Riverlands as well. Who's the heir? Ryman Frey. I don't even... Ryman Frey? Why Ryman? That's very strange. We'll put him in River Run. I thought it would have been this guy. Oh well. I wish I could have chosen. I would have put Grandel Tarley as acting heir until until obviously Edmure Tully's son comes of age. So we're going to rally up at Dragonstone. I do have my army here. I'm going to move this to Dragonstone. I'm going to recruit in Dragonstone. I'm going to recruit just a bit. We're recruiting at Harrenhal. So basically the Crown Lands are lost. He'll take a while before he can take Driftmark and Dragonstone. So we'll still be able to have a little while. We've got a full stack Pink Maiden. Pike, we need to recruit some ships. We don't have enough money to build a fort because giving Seaguard to Renly, he's actually lost it. He's got a straight route to Riverrun, so I think I'm going to have to save up some money. He's recruiting... Whoa! He's got 2 stacks in near the Golden Tooth, so we're going to have to deal with them soon. So we've kind of one of 3 options. We can either stay in the Riverlands and try to defend it. Well, I guess that's what our main thing is for the Crown Land. I'm going to try to defend the Riverlands as best as I can, but the Crown Lands are pretty much lost. So we can either have this army here. He's pretty weak, like really, really far in the north. So I'm going to make an army at Dragonstone with Brendan, Tully, the Blackfish, and Tarly. I'm either going to go north and maybe take the Dreadfort or Carhold, or I might even, because I probably can get all the way around there without him even knowing, and take Last Hearth, or which is actually closer, and seeing that most of Martell's troops are pushing into Renly in the Stormlands, we could actually probably take Sunspear, and yeah, because I remember when I moved my ships down through there, they were pretty well undefended, and I do need to recruit some troops at Pike, because I could even go up and take maybe Deepwood Motte or Bear Keep, doing some need to adopt some of the tactics of the Ironborn. But apart from that, there's not really much we can do. I guess it'll take him a while to get rid of the Crown Lands. I want to save money to build a fort just north of Riverrun. Okay. Whew. He's put me in a really sticky situation, and I can't wait to see how this campaign develops. So, I'll see you guys in the next turn.
Okay guys, here we are. Simpz decided to take the coward's route and run away with his little fleet. Pussy. He would have lost horribly anyway, so it's probably the more sensible of routes that he could have taken. We'll quickly take Rosbury, burn it to the ground, group together Magnar's troops, and move straight away on Duskendale. What we want to do, because his troops have probably gone buggered off over there, and he knows that he can't attack me with those little tiny troops that he has, he'd get annihilated, so it'd be a stupid point. Stupid mover on his behalf, that's the word I was looking for. Anyway, we will give Rosbury to the Tyrells, and as well as Duskendale and all that, we'll take the cash from taking it. Never say no to free money.
Of course. Goodbye.
They give the Tyrells antlers, Rosbury, sorry. And we'll give them Duskendale afterwards as well. The Tyrells will control the Crown Lands, pretty much. Yeah, what else are we going to do? We're going to move Umber and Karstark up top to the Golden Tooth.
Marching now. Command me. Very well.
And we need, how many troops for this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we group up, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Lord. Aye, onward.
and then we need 3 troops for that. We'll just build some spear militia to keep that place happy.
An honor, my lord.
My king.
Okay, so it's almost full.
Aye,
Because
liege.
Umber's forces are a little bit battered up.
Command me. An honor, my lord.
But that's fine, they're going to take some damage in the coming war anyway.
Moving out. Aye, noble son. Aye, sire.
And let's move them up a little bit. Because Umber's going to be on the front lines of all this. Ah, look. The place of the battle between Robb and Jaime Lannister. You will be sorely missed, Robb. Now, what we'll do here... I'm half tempted to build a general, but I think for now the best thing is to focus on our fleet to move over to the Iron Islands. Yeah, may as well build archers. I'm just trying to think what's the best deal. A little thing I've done off camera, so Simpz couldn't see it until now. After I finished the recording, what I did before I ended the turns is move some reinforcements from Carhold, the Dreadfort, and Winterfell, and they have recently reached the area around Moat Cailin, and I just moved them here.
Aye, my liege.
So, Rosric Cassell, who, over the last, like, 3 turns, like I said, I moved him secretly, behind the scenes, so Simpz couldn't see. And he is now ready to move south, down from Moat Cailin, into the Riverlands.
Marching now.
By moving all my troops out, I've pretty much lost. We're probably going to be going into the red zone for income. But once we take back the Iron Islands and the majority of the Riverlands, we should be fine. Okay. Yep, there's not too much else that we can do. Simpz would be an utter idiot to move his forces out of Pink Maiden and attack me in the field, because he'd get his ass kicked. This army isn't particularly big, but Magnar right now, or Karstark, whatever you want to call him, laying siege to Duskendale, of which he'll take in the next turn. I can only assume that Simpz is hiding at Dragonstone with his king. But what I think is, once we take Duskendale, we'll keep it. And then we'll keep some small force there so that we have a port to sail over the Dragonstone and kick his ass, in theory. Well, I say kick his ass, we'll need a bigger army to do that. We'll let him hide on Dragonstone for as long as he wants. And in the meanwhile, we'll wipe out the rest of his place. I'm hoping that if we hover over this, under siege. So I'm hoping that the Arryns are laying siege to Harrenhal. I can't see, though. Is that a problem? I don't think I can get any of my diplomats over there to check it out. But yeah, that's all we can do for now, really. We'll leave those guys in there, because they're pretty much just... we could build that, but I'd rather keep the 10 grand, because we're going to be losing money every turn now. I'd rather not go into the green too fast, and into the red too fast, I'm afraid. So, I'm moving this little force down here to join up and garrison the twins as well. These guys here will help garrison some of the places when we take them. But really, once they hit the twins, we'll push up from Golden Tooth, if we haven't already taken River Run by then. We'll take the Riverlands from the north and from the west at the same time, while the Arryns are taking it from the east, and the Tyrells are hopefully attacking it as well. So we're pretty much... Simpz's fucked, really. He may have dealt a serious blow to the House Stark's bloodline, but it's still very much alive through Rickon Stark, who's still at Winterfell. Once he comes of age, he'll join in the war, and if there's any Tullys left, he'll get to shed some Tully blood. But, yeah. That is all for now, guys. We'll go to the next turn, and hopefully continue to kick Simpz's ass. Considering we might be waiting a bit, I think we'll... may as well build up a little bit of troops. Forces here. I don't know. Do we build a general? Fuck it, nah. Let's build a cavalry. If we're going to be waiting by the Golden Tooth for a while, I'd rather have some troops to stack up John Umber's army. So yeah, guys, we'll end this here, go to the next turn, and see what Simpz's next move is. He's fighting a losing war, I'm afraid.
Hey guys, welcome back. Let's get straight and right into it. Okay, well, we're being besieged at Duskendale and Harrenhal. That doesn't really surprise me. I think we're going to move our ships up to Dragonstone. We're going to put them all in. We'll take out this lot of militia, put this lot in. We're going to retrain at Dragonstone. Haven't decided. This army is either going to go north, or it's either going to go south into Sunspear. So that should be pretty good. We'll put them there for the time being. We'll rally up the ships. We've got a massive fleet now, which is good. I'll deal with that army in a sec. I think, since we've got a lot more money now, I'm going to build a fort at River Run, just outside it here, so it can't get attacked in one turn. So if Sol actually comes out and attacks, we'll be able to know of his advancements. I have got my army here. Oh, Umber and Karstark are moving on. How many movements do we get ships? Guess recruiting Seaguard a bit more. I think I'm going to move these troops back to River Run, especially all the decent heavies. Because Pink Maiden is not really a good place to defend. So we're going to move this army to River Run. How many turns? They can't. You wouldn't be able to reach in one turn, so we still got a bit of a way. And whether or not I go over to Pike, and I'll probably go north and attack, or I might even go down south to the Arbor. I think we just need to get out of Dodge. I think we need to get out of the Crown Lands and as quickly as possible. We have a massive fleet, so we're not going to be attacked by anyone. I'm just thinking, should we keep Mooton at Harrenhal? Because after I win this battle, I could put those troops, swing my Well, seeing as we've got a while until we can retrain and recruit our troops, I'm going to send a fair few of our troops over to Salt Pans. And then we're going to pick up Mooton and the troops from Harrenhal. Can we actually recruit in Harrenhal? Yeah, we can. Well, we're going to sally out and attack. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. What do they got? Oh wow, they've only got like a spearman. We should be easily be able to win this battle then. Clear victory. We'll ransom. Rejected. So, Harrenhal is governed. Well, I guess saved. Relationships with from House Aaron. Trait increased. Dread Admiral. I think that's all we really can do this turn. Jonas Bracken. I think I'm going to move. Yeah. I'm going to move that fray to Raventree. So, and I probably might even send one army north to probably attack Flint's Finger for the time being. So, one army south to attack Sunspear, and then one either to Deeple Mott and the Arbor. So, we're going to have to see how that goes. I'll see you guys in the next turn.
Hey guys, here we are. Robert Magnar is about to take Duskendale, and Simpz informed me he won a little auto-resolve outside of Harrenhal, I assume against the Arryns. To exterminate the populace. We're going to keep Duskendale, mind you, so that we can recruit a fleet to take out the other side, Simpson's other little enforcements that he has around the place. And you go, we'll leave 3 of those guys around here, and they siege to Rook's Rest.
We shall hold them to siege, sire.
We'll give Rook's Rest and Maidenpool over here, eventually when we take it, to Tyrell. Well, we're going to keep Duskendale in our little grubby little paws until we can build a fleet and sail over the Dragonstone to fuck him up. We'll keep that little fort there just to keep King's Landing a bit more secure. And in the meantime, we are moving up our troops. It looks like Simpsy has moved his guys out of Pink Maiden. He's got a tower there, so there's no doubt he can see my men, probably. Which is probably why he's filled back to Riverrun, because it's more valuable of a location. We set up Karstark in that little fort.
My king.
What I want to do here for a second, if we move this lot of troops outside, put Umber inside the Golden Tooth, can we or can we not retrain some of his guys? Yeah, we can. Alright, good. Not as much as I'd like, but
My king.
what are you going to do? What will we do with these guys?
March.
Just move them there, I guess.
No further
I assume that Simpsy's moved his forces from Pink Maiden and moved them back to Riverrun in an attempt to keep the more important settlement alive under his control. We'll continue to move our northern forces down south.
Forward.
I've already moved those guys down there. They'll join up at the Twins. So we'll have Roderick Cassell leading the northern forces against the towns around here, while Harrison Karstark and John Umber clash from this side of the Riverlands, and hopefully the Arryns will... It's still under siege, actually, so I assume the Arryns have laid siege to Harrenhal yet again. I think Simpsy's going to have his work cut out for him over in that area. There's not too much more that we can do, really. I've still got all my allies nice and good. Yep. Their reputation is untrustworthy. Mine's despicable or something like that, yeah. Because I've been executing and exterminating Simps's troops and civilians and stuff.
Challenge me for these waters.
Whether or not Simpsy decides to move forces over from Dragonstone to stop Robert Magnar is debatable. I'm not sure if he's going to do that or not. He can see, obviously, the army, so he might have enough troops to quickly move over and wipe out Magnar. I'm not sure. Only time shall tell. Then in the next turn, hopefully we'll move John Umber from the Golden Tooth with Harry and Karstark, and move on some of the slightly less defended locations that are in the Riverlands. And then in the next turn as well, we will have our fleet ready to sail over to the Iron Islands and take that back, which will greatly add to our income and our armies. That's all for now. We'll go to the next turn and see what Simpsy's next move is.
Hi guys, let's get into it. Okay, we're being besieged at Harrenhal again. It looks like Sol's moved up Harrison Karstark. We could actually move into the trees here. Can't quite reach him though. Oh, looks like he's built some ships at Banefort, and I've got another turn to get some more ships. I've only got one ship, so that's going to be interesting to see how that develops. Well, first things first, I'm going to move Frey into Raventree, and I'm going to put, obviously, the best troops into Riverrun. We'll keep the heir in there, because we kind of need him in there. We'll keep Mark Piper in the fort. We need to deal with that army being besieged at Harrenhal again. We should be able to throw it back. Mooden's a good general. Obviously we're being besieged at the Rook's Crest by Magnar again. Okay. Well, we'll move Frey here, over here. Oh, how did the repairs retraining go? Still got a while for another turn. I'm just thinking whether or not I should. Whether or not I should actually move this army out of Harrenhal, because we keep on getting attacked by the Vale and it's kind of throwing them off a bit, so I'm quite happy to sacrifice it. Because this army's going to move over this way to get on a fleet, either to go south or north. I haven't quite decided. So it's just the problem is we've got all my fleet on the right side of Westeros, not the left, and that's where his ship is. So, well, do we have enough troops to sail down to Dawn? Move that in there, and we're gonna have this army start heading down to Dawn, I think, and especially that Dawn worship the 7, we'll be able to convert the populace easily. I think, unless we're old gods, I don't think we are though. Nah, we're not. Okay, so we've got the Blackfish, Titus Blackwood, and Walder Frey. I'm going to get Randall Tarley to command. Yeah, I'm actually going to move him in there. I think I will take these, or at least some of the troops out. And I'll take Randall Tarley north to either, or some, I don't know, I haven't quite decided. Probably try to get the best strategical position as possible, and along with this army. So we're kind of fleeing the Riverlands, but it's the only way we can keep the longevity of House Tully. So we can actually do this battle now. Who's in this one? No, this one's a lot more formidable, instead of like it was all spear militia. What is it? It's a 1-to-1 ratio. They have 600 more troops than me. Young and order is of it. Heroic victory. Decent. And we'll sack them. William Mouton is actually kind of proving himself, actually. Where did we get all that money from? That's very odd. Looks like we can build some more ships then. That was weird, what the hell? So we're having Blackfish, Titus moving down south. We've got Randall Tarley, because he'll be the better commander. Does Sol actually have any... Oh, we got a ship here. Does he have any ships? He has Duskendale, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually building ships there. How much are we going to get next turn? So we can recruit some more troops at okay, I think that's all we can do this turn. Tyrells looks like they're going to move on me, and I imagine this is going to move on Riverrun very shortly. Yep, I'll end it here, and I'll give it back to Sol.
Hey guys, here we are. Simpz apparently crushed another Arryn force outside of Harrenhal somehow. Another auto-resolve, which is rather boring, but there you go. Good for him, I guess. He's hanging in there. What we've done anyway, I've moved the troops so you don't have to watch all that. But I've got some forces here and some forces here. I pretty much gathered all the forces along the coast that I have in order to attack Pike. Unfortunately, I didn't have as much as I hoped. I hoped we could have a bit more on this army here to attack the other islands. But I'm thinking if we send our full force to Pike against Simps's little guys here, could just siege that port, I suppose, for now. He's only got a majority of spear militia and shit on this island, so... Yeah, I don't know, yeah, I was kind of thinking, should we have sent this army here over to help Tully or not? I'm not sure.
My king.
I'm kind of worried that Simpson's going to win the auto-resolve on Pike and this entire army is going to get annihilated or something stupid like that. Oh well, we'll have to wait and see.
Aye.
Yeah, I'm kind of regretting that. I should have sent this army to here to help siege Pike. And once Pike's taken, I could have sent them to take out everything else. But there's not much I can do about that now. We've sent this little force that was in the woods over here to take Pink Maiden. Simpsy might send some troops. This is what I'm hoping that he'll do. That he'll be stupid enough to send troops out of Riverrun to try and save Pink Maiden. And when he sends troops to save Pink Maiden, I'll send in Hurricanes to Karstark and do as much damage to those troops that he sends out as possible. Because when he's in that little... when he's in Riverrun, he's not as vulnerable as he is outside of it. We've taken Rook's Rest as well. Ransacked it and everything. We'll give that to the Tyrells, to garrison and troop up. Because we don't have the men to garrison that place considerable enough.
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah, that's the Tyrells. And then we'll take Maidenpool after this and give that to the Tyrells as well. I've no idea what's going on over at Harrenhal, but, you know, Simpsy's already pushed back 2 Arryn forces, so they might think twice before doing it again. We'll continue to move down Roderick Cassell, sorry.
Onward.
And push further onto the Riverlands. I'm just trying to think. We've got all this cash, we might as well spend it on shit, but... I don't know. I think that'll do for now, but there's not too much else that we can do. Like I said, I kind of hated myself. I should have sent this little force here to Pike. I don't think he'll be able to do it. I mean, he's got majority of his shit is spear militia and a rather crap general leading his troops against my entire stack of pretty decently trained guys. So, hopefully, Simpsy won't be able to win that auto-resolve. Anyway, guys, that's all for now. We'll go to the next turn, and we'll see what Simpsy's got up his sleeve, shall we?
Hello guys, Simpsy here, and welcome back to the hot seat, so let's get straight right into it. Wow, we're being besieged at Pike and Pink Maiden and Maidenpool. Good God. Okay, first things first, we're being attacked at Pike. I didn't really expect that coming, but, you know. I don't actually think I'll be able to win this. We've got a lot of shitty militia. Got one lot of armoured swordsmen. What's the probability if we sally out? It's a 1 to 3 ratio. They outnumber us by double, but they don't have a general, and they've got a lot of men at arms, and they've got cavalry as well. I think we'll lose a lot more. He will lose a lot more casualties if I just wait it out. So I'm not going to attack. It looks like he's about to take Orkmont as well. Maybe, actually, I'm just going to sack Pike. I'm going to destroy everything in Pike so he gets nothing. And I'm going to get a shit ton of money. Ah! I win! Wow, 200,000 now we get. And I'm going to do the same for... why didn't I think of this before? Why haven't I been doing this, like, often? So now we've got a shit ton of money. The plan was to move... was to move these troops out of River Run, but... I don't know why perhaps just went really laggy then, hang on. Oh, it was Sol just sending me some messages on Steam. Sent like 5 in a row. It's good now. So yep, Pike is lost, and he's going to lose a lot of casualties trying to retake it. We're going to move my fleet. I will actually recruit a bigger fleet in the Iron Islands, but I'm going to move this ship as far to the coast as possible. Maybe I could hug the coast up to either attack Flint's Finger, or maybe swing around and attack Deepwood Motte or Big Island. I haven't quite decided. Okay, how are we going here? Now that's put me in another interesting position because there's a small army here, but how are they in range? Can they get me from here? Probably not. Who's in there? Harrison Karstark. I'm just thinking whether or not to move this army out and just quickly get rid of this army. I think I will. I'll move this lot out, try to get some experience. Who's a decent general? Clement Piper. We'll do that. We'll move this lot out. Attack this Attack this Stark army. Get rid of them. Wow. Man of the hour. Clement Piper. No, I don't want to adopt him. We got to move this army back. Hopefully this hasn't put us between like a break between our army and River Run, but we'll move these troops back in. We actually can recruit in River Run because we've got a shit ton of money now. We'll do the same in Harrenhal. And of course in Dragonstone. Because I was going to move troops. I was going to move troops out of Harrenhal, but I think I'm going to push. You must be messaging me again because my fraps just dropped. This time it wasn't actually Sol, it was Mr. Mate. So okay, we're going to move this. It's very odd. It's really laggy. Oh my god, I have no idea why it's doing this, but we're going to have to just kind of deal through. We're going to move this army, this lot of fleet back to Dragonstone. Now, how far is our ships away from Sunspear? God. Why has it just gotten really laggy? 3 turns before we can take Sunspear. Take Martell's capital. Maybe that could teach them a lesson, siding with the Starks of Winterfell. I don't think that's really much else we can do. We're obviously recruiting there. We've got a little bit more money left over. Okay. We're going to end the turn here.